Talia has sent the following video, which she had found, posted by user Sandra Fulton Hamilton John. She uploaded it on her profile and was quite scared to say the least. The post reads as follows. This video is of our deaf friend Jack talking on video chat to his girlfriend. This is proof that spirits do exist. We had paranormal activities come to the house. We had it analyzed and it is very creepy. The house and everything around it in that particular area of Lumberton has a lot of supernatural activity going on around it. Sounds intriguing. Let's take a look. A shadow figure is passing by behind Jack's shoulders in an inhumane speed, and he obviously didn't notice it at the time. I have seen several of these fast-moving shadow incidents, and have to say that many of them seem legit. Of course, these events could still be staged, but this particular one, I would give the benefit of the doubt. How about you? A really unsettling video. The following video has been recorded by a man who realized that his basement lights were not working tonight. This made him a bit uneasy, however, he decided to enter down into the basement. Apparently, once in a while, he could witness some inexplicable and creepy noises down there that spooked him to the core. He always is alone at home when this unfolds. Not really related to the basement, but for whatever reason, the man tells us that he sometimes feels like somebody is watching him when digging graves at the local cemetery at his job site. As the man makes his way down the basement tonight, something extremely scary is happening.
At the moment, in the basement, I swear I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening.
Did you notice it? As the man pans the camera around, we can see a creepy shadow figure standing completely still in what seems to be the bathtub, and it seems to stare at the man's camera. As he then returns to the bathroom, this shadow has mysteriously disappeared. Some say that this must have been a paranormal encounter, and that this thing couldn't have been human. Hard to say. What's your best guess? The following was sent in by my haunted life Joe Stump. He tells me, this was taken on my security camera on 4th of August 2021. As you can see, I'm walking into the kitchen and obviously something was behind me. Didn't look like it had a face. Not sure what it was, but you could clearly see through it. At first I thought it was my fiancé, until I realized you can see through that thing. You could see the cabinet completely through it. I'm at a loss for words, because this is actually the first time we caught a complete full apparition. Terrifying. He also sent another clip, which shows a lip balm stick that is being thrown to the ground. They believe that the carousel angel, which is situated next to it, was responsible for this. They had bought it at a yard sale, and are certain that this thing is haunted. Could that be so? Maybe an entity is attached to this item, which could be the explanation for that thing that popped up behind Joe. Who knows? The next video was sent by Ryu, and he tells me that it was recorded during a protest several years ago. The man that was filming was basically just documenting this evening and panning his camera around in the audience. you know, for documentary purposes. However, after rewatching the tape with his family the following night, they noticed that there were a couple of frames that revealed something grim looking. Rio tells me that he believes it to be a demon or malevolent entity that was around that night and got captured by coincidence. But could that be so? Look at the huge mouth of that thing. Whatever it is, a terrifying event. This video was recorded by a CCTV camera of an older apartment building. It is mounted to the ceiling of the 13th floor, and many tenants have stated that they have heard quite a lot of eerie noises at night on there. Items have been moved around, and one tenant in particular swears that he saw a little kid running across the dimly lit hallway around midnight, only to disappear into the closed door to the staircase. Strange to say the least. In this particular clip, we can apparently become witness to some of these mysterious events. Take a good look. After a few minutes of inexplicable activity, we can see a pair of legs appear, seemingly walking slowly towards the camera. This apparently freaked the superintendent out quite a bit, and who can blame him? And only a few minutes later, this happened. It was clear that the building was dealing with something really creepy here. What exactly it was? Impossible to say, of course. Seems like the tenants of this building will have to keep those doors locked overnight, for sure though. This video was captured by the security system of a supposedly haunted bar in the United States. The exact location or name is unknown, unfortunately. However, there's countless tales about a restless spirit who once was a customer to this establishment. After his passing, he still seems to be visiting his old waterhole, moving chairs around and spooking guests with eerie whispers from beyond the nether. Tonight, the security guard noticed some really strange orbs at first, and then took a closer look at the cameras. The man is certain that he caught the face of a spirit here, showing itself willingly on camera. Before turning into thin air again, could this be so? Is this a face indeed that got caught on camera this night? It's creepy for sure. And I don't know what else this could be. Maybe a reflection from outside? Who can say? Frank sent the following clip, and he stated that it was recorded by an urban explorer in Asia, who was following a local urban legend that a kuntilanak was seen around a house close to his neighborhood. It appears that this man is following some odd noises to the upper level of a house he's exploring. Eventually he makes it upstairs and continues his documentation about the unknown. This floor is holding a door, which piques our investigator's attention, so he opens it, and of course we don't see anything. But moments later, he records the following. Was it a woman walking up the stairs? The man gets nervous, and we can see several orbs passing by his camera. He waits the situation out and then goes for another peek. Looks like a crazy person. These are the last moments of the camera recording, which now seems to be situated on the floor. Another cave recording, which was captured on a trip that a group of friends undertook many years ago. Local legends are speaking of strange specters and apparitions that can be seen in there, but unfortunately the group was unlucky. At least that's what they thought at first. After analyzing the footage, they noticed that there was an eerie figure. Some do claim to see a woman in a dress, possibly a spirit from another time. Does this sound plausible? Of course, the bad quality due to the age of the footage doesn't really help answering that question for us. But it does make one wonder, did nobody notice that thing at the time? Really creepy. Tommy has sent me the next video, and it features a young boy who is fooling around in the living room of his family. Apparently, he only wanted to record a video for his friends, but something else was captured as well. Is this the spirit of a relative? Maybe just a person who was in the house at the time? Was the boy trying to mislead us here? Or does something more mysterious lie behind this video? This short video stems from an investigation from urban explorer Tayangan, who was out with a friend the following night to investigate a supposedly haunted and currently abandoned hospital. Many people have spoken of former patients that can be seen roaming the empty hallways, and what sparked the further exploration of this particular hallway was the sighting of a headless person that they only got on camera for a few seconds.
Koyone iki anu lho. Iki ruangan khusus ruangan kene koyone kancing HP lho. Kancing HP. Wis kondi denen. Ora ono.
It does look like a regular, perhaps younger person, but their head is completely gone. And the two men state that they found no trace of anybody else in there after scouting out the floor intensively. So, what exactly was unfolding here that night, in your opinion? The next video is quite strange and was recorded by a young woman in Querétaro, which is home to a quite famous dam in the area called the Centenario de Tequiscuapa Dam. Several accidents had occurred there over the years, from people gone missing and even remains that were being found in there. Prior to the next video we want to take a look at, The Dark Dimension had featured a mysterious user submission which showed another inexplicable incident in the waters of that dam. A man had recorded a glowing person standing in the waters. Strange for sure, but now we're taking a look at the video from the young woman, who also visited the dam with a couple of friends one night, and they saw something similar. Keep in mind, the waters of the dam are incredibly deep, so it is impossible for any human to stand in there.
Sí, ya se metió hasta fondo, hasta la va casi hasta mitad.
Es que no sale aquí. Vean esto.
Ok, gracias.
Ay, ya lo vi. Es ese, ¿no? Señor, véngase.
Véngase.
Camine, siga la luz para acá.
No, hágase, estoy para acá.
Véngase para acá. ¿Sí viene?
Sí.
Véngase para acá.
No, nos va a jalar y no.
Venga.
Ay, no manches.
Señor, venga para acá.
Tráigalo con la mano. Háganse para acá. Tráigalo. Tráigalo una mano.
Güey, que trae una pistola.
Oye, tráigalo una mano. Vámonos.
How is this possible? How could anybody be illuminated like that and walk through extremely deep waters unbothered? To many, it's without a doubt that we are seeing a real ghost sighting here, and I have to say, I do agree. The The following was captured by the security camera of a laundromat store. The owner uploaded the video as proof, because many people swore that the building was extremely haunted. Creepy sightings were nothing rare, apparently. However, the owner could never capture evidence on his camera until this night. After closing the store up for the night, the man left and the security camera kept rolling. The footage got randomly pulled one day, and they saw something on it that looked quite creepy. It looks like a woman with dark hair that is standing next to the laundry machine in the right top corner of the room. How terrifying. What's even more creepy, however, is how she mysteriously seems to appear in the room, and then only moments after disappears again. Of course, there are reflections from the street outside that can be seen in this store, but many are certain that this is not what we are seeing here. So, is this a spirit haunting the man's store? Blue Ghost Tunnel. To follow up on some research they found on the internet, they came across something pretty inexplicable in their minds. Important to note, they state that they did not bring any flashlights at the time of their initial recordings and only came back with one after exiting the cave and running into a couple that actually had brought one way later. Let's take a look.
Whoa. I can hear your footsteps. I just seen a light at the end of the tunnel. What the f? Hello? What the f was that?
A mysterious light was seen right at the end of the tunnel. Given that nobody had a flashlight, it made them wonder what could have been the cause for that. Also, the cries for help were only discovered after the couple had returned home. Was it cries from the afterlife? In 1888, 30 people lost their lives right in front of the tunnel when a train crashed after the conductor had jumped off and left the machine, as well as several more fatal accidents that had taken place around the cave. Could this all be the reason for the residual energy that might have been captured on tape here? Who can say? The next video was posted by Channel 3T. The uploader wrote that this was an unknown creature that they managed to capture on the camera of their phone. One of the spookiest things about this video is that the uploader does not usually post paranormal clips. Their content is actually usually focused on dog agility. The video shows a dense forest. It appears that the uploader is out exploring what looks to be an old abandoned house. When he pans down to film the well, he does not expect to capture this.
Солнце не зашло. Как-то мрачно, очень мрачно. Еще и в колодце что-то шипит. Может, ужик.
The video shows a terrifying white face peeking out from deep in the well, looking back up at him. The eyes shine bright blue, and some say it appears that there are even flames coming out of them. The mouth of the creature appears to be open, making the whole image that much creepier. After the sighting, the uploader is visibly startled and can be seen running away before the video ends abruptly. What do you guys think of this sighting? Is there any reasonable explanation for this face in the well? Was it just a skit? Or did something mysterious unfold here? Chris has uploaded the following video, which is quite an interesting one. He states, "This is a video straight from a colleague's home security system. There is what appears to be some sort of orb at the bottom of the screen, which turns into a light. And at the top of the screen, you can see what appears to be a transparent figure walking through the fence. What do you guys think is going on here? Are we seeing some paranormal activity unfolding? Most people think that this was not caused by bugs in front of the camera. So, what was it then? This is the case of Joe Cummings, who captured something really creepy after installing a security camera in his kitchen area. The young man states that he noticed food disappearing overnight and that several items were sometimes found in places where he certainly had not left them. After confronting his girlfriend, she denied to have been the culprit, making Joe actually question his sanity and then installing the CCTV camera. What he found was quite shocking, to say the least. A strange woman is crawling out of the crawl space on top of the kitchen area. She then keeps going through Joe's fridge, eating his food, checking the pantry, and hanging out for a little bit. Before Joe decides to go for a little midnight snack. The scary part is, Joe did not notice the freeloader in his kitchen and went back to bed. Can you imagine the imminent danger he might have found himself in? Shortly after, the woman returned back into the crawl space. When Joe checked the footage the following day, his jaw literally dropped to the floor, and he had police take care of the matter. What a creepy encounter. The next clip was uploaded by the channel UFOs and Mysterious Creatures. There's not a lot of information available on the origin of the clips. However, it's clear it was taken late at night in the forest. The cameraman was filming for reasons unknown. Perhaps to use the flash to illuminate their path. Regardless of the reason, the cameraman caught far more than just trees that night on camera. the camera pans to one of the trees, a strange creature can be seen clinging to the trunk. The figure is a strange brown-gray color with red eyes and a weirdly shaped head. What do you believe this could be? This odd creature clearly startles the cameraman, who pans away quickly and can be seen running away from the area. It's possible this could be a monkey or another creature, but something about this sighting is just extremely creepy, from the strange head to the glowing eyes. What is your idea? Paranormal? A creature? Or something completely different? A video that was shared by Rick, and he told me that he found it on Reddit. Apparently, a car without an owner is passing by the exit, and the security guard is getting the spook of his life. He thinks this is a prank at first and walks around the car to see what is going on. Further explained apparition seems to be coming from the back of the car, just floating above it and freaking the man out, making him flee the scene. It is said that it was never explained what exactly transpired that night. If it wasn't a hoax, which I think is very likely, it could be something most of us would never understand. This video was captured by the Highway 9, who shared it after going on a hiking trip and stumbling across an open cave that he wanted to investigate with his shepherd dog. It didn't take long until the man made it quite deep into these tunnel systems, and then strangeness unfolded.
Oh, come on.
Another faceless figure can be seen, standing in the distance, seemingly looking at the man. It's wearing a black robe of some sorts, and is potentially pretty tall. No facial features whatsoever can be made out. Quite remarkable that all these entities across the world have a similar look to them, don't you think? Perhaps proof that there is in fact more mysterious stuff going on in some of these tunnels than one could expect. The next clip has been posted by CSay88 and it reads as follows. Video of a human-like shadow figure watching my friend's napping baby, leaning over and looking her up and down. Any thoughts on what we're seeing here? A baby monitor of his friend seemed to have picked up this eerie figure. Is it a guardian angel, the spirit of a family member, or just a hoax? The man in the following video states that, as of late, there have been a number of eerie events going on in his house, from strange shadow sightings to inexplicable banging noises in the middle of the night. It gotten so weird that the man started recording these events. Tonight, however, an inexplicable power outage grabbed the man's attention once again. And then the following took place.
I just lost power in my house. I looked down the road and I saw lights on, so I think it's just me. I'm gonna go down to the breaker box and see what's up. You stay here, I'm gonna go get the power back on, okay? Everything looks okay. I guess I'm gonna have to call the power company. These were closed. These were 100% closed. I never leave these open. If there's someone or something here, I want you to prove it to me. I want you to close one of these doors. Come on! Oh, if I'm being honest, I'm glad nothing happened.
It seems that whatever is lingering in his basement likes to tamper even with his washing machine. In his mind, he's dealing with an evil force here that wants to scare him for whatever reason. Could this be? Or was this just a random breeze? Unlikely, say many. The next case was featured by Amy and Luna94, the channel of a young mother who's mostly sharing videos about her kids and her dog Luna. However, this got a bit weird when the woman shared a pretty unique encounter they had in the woods together, and she doesn't believe this to be anything normal, as she puts it. Let's take a look.
What's the matter?
Luna, Jackson, come here, please. Come here. Come behind. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They had no idea what exactly was going on in front of them, and what it was. Is this something otherworldly, or was it simply an animal? Hard to say. But they came back another day, and yet again saw something really interesting in the distance. The woman believes this to be the exact same thing that she captured earlier. Could this be? Perhaps it was just an animal, but it made her pretty unsettling. What do you believe?